Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game, Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, though, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the race known as the Vedalkin. The Vedalkin are actually a race that originated in Magic the Gathering and then came over to D&D in the Ravnica book. This race is an interesting type. They've got some cool abilities. Let's have a look-see how they mechanically shake out. First of all, they're a mental-based race. They're ASIs. They get a +2 to their wisdom and a +1 to their intelligence. Wisdom's a pretty broad skill that goes to loads of different things. Intelligence is very niche and very specific. I give these 8 out of 10 and 5 out of 10, respectively. Their size is medium, nothing to complain about there, 10 out of 10. Their speed is 30 feet, which is very standard, 9 out of 10. Then they have the Vedalkin Dispassion Power. This is very cool. They have advantage on all saving throws for their mental stats, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Whether against spells or other abilities, they just have advantage on all of them. This is really, really cool. It's a resistance that resembles the gnomes, but instead of being against magic, it's just against any saving throw against your mental stats. So it's actually better than the gnome's ability. This is 10 out of 10. Easy. They also have the Tireless Precision Power. They gain proficiency in an extra skill and an extra tool, and whenever they use that skill or tool, they get an extra d4 to roll with it. So just adding a couple more points, practically doubling your proficiency modifier in the early game. So it's pretty cool. This is another 10 out of 10 power. It's almost like gaining expertise. Well, it's close. Then they get the partially amphibious power. Once per day, they can breathe underwater for 1 hour. This can be very helpful for underwater exploration. You can be the one who swims, and you don't even need to use magic to do it. It's niche, but very helpful. 9 out of 10. And then finally, their languages. They speak Common, their own language, Vedalkin, and 1 extra language, which makes them trilingual. 3 languages as standard. This is great. 10 out of 10 there. Overall, the Vedalkin get a 9 out of 10. Their stats leave a bit to be desired. Wisdom and intelligence aren't the greatest, but those advantages on saving throws is killer. And then the extra proficiency with the extra d4, the underwater breathing. Honestly, if you had a dark vision in here, I'd call these guys one of the best races in Ravnica. And as it stands, they're very good for magic users of almost all types. I give these guys a high 9 out of 10 and recommend that you give them a try for your next spellcaster. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more race reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.